Hello fellow cinephiles, Film Guru here. Today I'm reviewing A Star Is Born. It was co-written and directed by Bradley Cooper. This is his first film as a director and he does a really great job here, I think. It stars Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga and Sam Elliott. And it's a story of Jackson, played by Cooper, who is a musician who's on the top of his game, but due to demons and alcoholism, he's starting to lose why he's doing it and the point and purpose of it. And is becoming sort of a bit lost in the whole thing. It isn't until he goes to a club one night and meets Stephanie, played by Lady Gaga, who is a strong and powerful woman who really wants to prove herself as a singer, but no one wants to give her a chance. And we find out she's a songwriter as well. And he ends up being fascinated by her performance, but really drawn to her. And this is where it's sort of the love story begins, and they're drawn to each other. And it really looks at the relationship between these two and how her coming into his life has changed him. He really is starting to enjoy life again and enjoying him being a musician and writing songs once again. And he really changes her life as well, allows her to come up and sing with him on stage, and she starts to build a career based upon that. And I think it's really fantastic to see that. And it's ultimately a love story between these two characters and how difficult it is to be in a relationship in that sort of world and what's transpiring for them. How difficult it is to be a musician these days. And it really looks at how they take a singer and make them ultimately a product. And it's really interesting to see that transpire as well. And the music's really great in it as well, and you really feel the connection between these two characters. And the music is really great in it, and you really get to be immersed in it. There's a lot of close-up shots, so it's really putting you in there as part of the story and getting involved in that. Look, I think this was fantastic. This is one of the best films this year, and is on my number one, my top 10 at this stage. And I think Bradley Cooper's done a really fantastic job as a director. And he has outdone himself. Not only does he direct, but he sings as well. And he wrote some of the songs, and he plays live in front of everybody and he sings with Lady Gaga as well. And I think he does a really fantastic job. He's worked really hard with this film. I'd be surprised if it isn't nominated, along with him, Lady Gaga and Sam Elliott, for all their performances. And Cooper's crafted a really fantastic film here. And I think it's brilliant casting Lady Gaga, who does a really fantastic job here. And you really buy her character. She's sort of stripped bare, and I really like that about Gaga. And she sort of sings differently. She changes her voice and really thinks of the character and how the character would sing and provide these sort of performances. And it's really fascinating to watch them do this. Ultimately, Bradley Cooper's band, the Jackson character's band, is Willie Nelson's son. And he really helped Cooper get to the point with the singing and the guitar playing, the piano, and was really heavily involved in the music aspect of it. And I think that was a really good choice to have them as the band as well. And I can see why he chose to do a remake of a known film, because people know it. It's not starting out doing different. It's taking something that's been done and putting your own spin on it and creating your own ideas about it. And I think he does that really well here. All the acting is fantastic. Bradley Cooper gives one of the best performances I've seen him give, and is really fantastic in it, and really powerful moments that he has and scenes that he has, and he plays them so well. And you transfixed on him as a character, as a person, as an actor, and you just get immersed in his performances. Lady Gaga is fantastic here as well. And I'd be surprised if she's at least nominated, because she does a really fantastic job, and I thoroughly enjoyed her performance. And she really grows on you, and you really believe her. And I think she's probably one of the best interpretations of a particular character like that. There's a lot of cameos from other actors in it as well. Dave Chappelle appears, and a variety of other people as well. So he's pulled together some really great actors and characters and people to play in this sort of film and come on board with him. Now I have to take some time to talk about Sam Elliott's performance. He's fantastic in this. And Chris Stuckman said if he isn't nominated for Best Supporting Actor, then there's something wrong. His performance is so powerful. There's so many scenes in that where he does this acting with no words. There isn't a lot of words. And it's really the scenes between him and Bradley Cooper that are fantastic. Two brilliant actors bouncing off each other. And they're powerful and breathtaking scenes. And there's a particular scene where Cooper and him are talking, and then Sam Elliott's character leaves, and he just turns, the camera's in the back of the car, he turns and reverses, and that scene is so powerful and has no words in it. Sam Elliott is just fantastic in this. He's an actor I've loved for a very long time, and I think he does a really fantastic job in this, and I want to see more of him. And it seems as he's gotten old, he seemed to be getting a lot more roles than he did when he was a bit younger, I guess. And he has a particular way of acting, the way he turns his head and his voice and that famous moustache that he has. And he plays Cooper's brother. Like I said, all the music is really fantastic, and it's live. It's all sung live and played live. Cooper was even able to go to particular places and put on concerts and just film them doing that. And the film starts with this really powerful song, and each song represents something the character is going through or wants to achieve. And I think nothing is wasted here in that regard. One thing I will say is the music is loud. It's like being at a concert. It's really, really loud, but it has a great effect being that loud, and it's very believable. And like I said too, there's a lot of close-up shots, much like this, where it's really putting the audience there. And that's the idea, is putting the audience within this story. So you go along the journey with these characters, not only with the characters, but with the music, with the concerts, with everything that's transpiring. And I think it's a really brilliant way of doing it that really sucks you into the world. And you really get behind these two characters and this love story. And it's a very powerful love story. And the chemistry between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga is brilliant. You don't expect it to be the way it is, but it's so fantastic. The chemistry between them is just very powerful and well done. It's something you can't fake act. You either have or you don't. I'd like to see this film nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress. I hope that it does achieve this, and I think so far it's been the most powerful film to come out, and is definitely in the Oscar race in my opinion. The other film that will be closer to that, or probably maybe even better in a way, I don't know, is First Man. I think that'll definitely be nominated for its telling of Neil Armstrong's story. Anyway, final verdict. If you like a good musical or a good love story, you'll probably thoroughly enjoy this. If you like just a well-made film with great music, great performances, and an interesting story, you'll probably get a lot out of this as well. I don't know if it'll be for everyone, but I think people should definitely go and check it out if you like this sort of story or are a fan of the other films as well. Anyway, I'm going to give this film 5 out of 5. And like I said, it's number 1 on my top 10 of the year so far. And we'll see if that changes with the films that are coming out with First Man and a variety of others as well. But this is definitely number 1 so far, and I was really blown away by it, and I thought it was a very powerful and emotional film that drew me in, with really powerful performances and really well made. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, please hit subscribe down the bottom. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy the movies.